Ripple swell event? Another buy the rumor, sell the news? Is that what's happening to the price right now? We're going to talk XRP price action, along with a bunch of new scams and schemes that entered the market. But it's all because this one person is doing something with crypto. Or are they? We're also going to talk about the US government out there. Guess what, everyone? They're trying to wait to the last minute to look like heroes. And should we pay Gary Gensler $1? Yes, we've got a lawmaker out there proposing that the head of the SEC should make $1. Great show for you today, and the reason it's great is we're starting with the viewer. Pulling my finger says XRP is now number 4. They've moved back to number 5. Talking about market cap rankings. It's raining hard outside. The coffee is strong, and you're hanging out with Crypto Klaus. I love it. Water Heater says, I used the lack of comparable movement between XLM and XRP to gauge if the pump is based on sentiment alone or actual utilization. So far, I've only seen crypto pump from sentiment alone. What Water Heater is talking about is we were talking about pairings, right? XRP versus XLM. A long time it was XRP was always 3 times the price of XLM. Now it's like 4, 5, 6, and the gap just keeps spreading. So what Water Heater is basically saying, look, if both of them are moving together, then we know it's based on utility. If there's some speculation or sentiment, well, then one is going to move bigger than the other. Jonathan Fields says, oh my God, when is this FTX curse going to finally stop? I kid you not. Literally, before I went live to do this, I read another FTX court report that said they're going to be dumping more SOL. Bitcoin sitting at 34,789, ETH 1878, XRP retraced from the highs. We're going to talk about XP price big time in this video, sitting at 68.6 with XLM under 13 cents at 12.7. H-bar rounding things off at 5.7 with XDC 5.4. Really no big move on XDC here over these last several days like the rest of the cryptos. 400 new cryptos named after Elon Musk's AI chatbot Grok. Grok. What a crock. Yeah, because, like, the guy could say he's making, like, a project about turning pee into alcohol. And you would have, like, 400 cryptos called, like, pee booze or urine drink or something. It's simpers, but it's... Okay. Here's why I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because Musk has said time and time again, we are not going to create our own crypto. And what happens? Scammers come up there. That's why I'm trying to bring this up to you so that you don't fall for this kind of crap because it gets better and better, sneaky and sneakier. Scammers are like, yo, Elon Musk, popular guy in crypto, let's capitalize on it. In a striking display of the crypto market's responsiveness to innovators, you mean looking for scams and schemes in a way to get you out of your money, more than 400 cryptocurrencies have been named after Elon Musk's latest venture into AI, Grok. Even though Musk said his companies would avoid creating a crypto, his announcement set off a speculative whirlwind. Again, that is not healthy. Okay, look. 400 cryptos just on what this tool bag said. Now, look, I do like some of Musk's innovation. I do like some ways he does things. But what I don't like, though, is that he put himself at this, okay? Or, I'm sorry, he put himself in this problem. He did lots of pumping and shilling for cryptos out there. And now what bothers me is that here he is, every time he tweets something, you're seeing it on the Stellar chain too. Oh my God, Elon's investing in Stellar. Oh, Elon mentioned X. The X is for X. Oh God, it's very unhealthy. Please be careful. Be very careful where you're putting your money. Seriously, be very careful. Like public service announcement, all right? Hold on. Tuesday morning public service announcement. The more you know. Be careful with crypto frauds and scams out there, made to look like real programs from major people. These programs are all full of crap and are intended to take your money capitalizing on current events. That is the more you know with Crypto with Klaus. Like seriously, it's really disgusting. No, wait. Let's go to something more disgusting. 2 things here. I'm going to tie them in. We're going to keep learning today. Because remember, this show is about learning. Good and bad. How do you become a better leader of people? How do you become a better person making choices? You learn about good things. You learn about bad things. So you know how to make emotion-less decisions, right? Logic-based decisions. U.S. lawmaker seeks to slash chief salary to just $1. He's like, yo, Gary, we're going to give you $1. Gary's like, girlfriend, you ain't got the votes. Oh, Representative Tim Burch has put forth an amendment to the Financial Services and General Government Bill, proposing to reduce SEC Chair's Gary Gensler's salary to $1 in an effort that aligns with the broader proposal to defund the regulator. The FSGG bill, introduced July 13th, encompasses a variety of measures designed to slash federal spending. Gensler is believed to earn over $300,000 annually for his role at the SEC and has become a focal point. Burchett was not the sole legislator advocating for reduced SEC funding, with the overarching bill proposing significant funding reductions for several government agencies. Okay, look. First things first. Is this going to go through? Nope, not a chance. Not a chance. I'll share with you why here in a second. And remember, too, that I've been that crypto channel out there that's told you since the beginning of the year, you ain't getting new regs. So you're going to be playing in the wild, wild west unregulated all year. And y'all were like, yo, Klaus, you're super negative. Oh, girlfriend. We're in November and we still don't have regs. I'm telling you. That's why I brought it up in the beginning. Get rid of the emotion and make decisions without it. Use the facts. Here's why. In order for this bill to go through, you're going to have to see it go through the House Financial Services, easy pass. You have to see it go through the House, easy pass. Have to see it go through the Senate, or break stopped. Not making it through the Senate, president ain't going to sign it. Now, we're going to take this a step further because I'm going to show you how disgusting it is. So we went from gross scam action, riding on the coattails, piggybacking of Elon Musk, to, a U.S. legislator out there saying, yo, pay Gary $1. I don't think that's right. I mean, the guy does work. Whether you like him or not, the dude should still get paid, right? I mean, seriously, he should still get paid. But it's not going to work because we've got a problem. Now, this is where optimism in the market meets reality. And this is where I often get accused of being negative. I'm not being negative, but I'm not getting swallowed and sucked into that positive only, bullish momentum, XRP breaking. I'm a creator on a thumbnail doing a, whoa, we're going to the moon. No. What happens is we get caught up in this positive emotion, and that's okay. Positivity is very, very important, but you need informed positivity. U.S. Republicans expect no votes on stopgap this week as shutdown looms. Like, Klaus, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, government shutdown, everyone. Yeah, and we're not going to get there anytime soon. In fact, it appears we're going to be waiting to the last minute. Newly elected Speaker of the House Mike Johnson speaks to members of the Republican conference gathered on the outer steps to listen to him deliver remarks after he was elected the new Speaker of the House. But the problem is, the Republicans who control the House of Representatives said they do not expect to move forward this week on a stopgap funding measure to keep agencies open, even though it's 10 days away. They're basically saying, hey, look, we could fix this now, but we're going to choose to wait and drag it out even longer. Now, the last time we got closer to a government shutdown, crypto started softening more and more and more because they were like, well, wait a minute, dude. If we keep waiting too long, we could have some defaults. We could have some credit alerts for the United States, some further downgrading of U.S. credit, which would make everything else more expensive. And yeah, and again, I know. Some of y'all are like, Klaus, you pick on the Democrats so much. They're just anti-crypto. But look, I'm picking on the Republicans now because they're dragging their feet for no reason. If you know the government shutdown is 10 days away, and this week you're like, you know what, we're not going to vote on crap. Well, we got next week. Dude, that's the last minute. That's exactly why we get into all these financial problems. That's why we get downgraded. That's why people don't have faith in the government, because we see the deadline right there and we're like, we could fix it now, but let's procrastinate a little bit more because procrastination is good for the country and good for the public. No. Instead, House Speaker Mike Johnson was due to present at least 3 options for the stopgap, known as CR's continuing resolutions, to lawmakers at a closed-door Republican conference on Tuesday morning. Funding for the government operations is due to expire on November 17th unless Congress approves on a temporary spending measure that Joe Biden can sign into law. Veterans Day happened on Monday, and now we've got House Republicans basically saying, you know what, we're not going to do anything this week on it. We're going to wait until next week. God. Okay, and so that's why I'm bringing this up, okay, is because you're already starting to see some chinks in the armor, right? You're starting to see some retracements from highs. Again, are we there yet? No, and don't worry, we're going to talk about XRP price action. We're not in danger zone, but if we know that this week we're not going to get any sort of movement on any sort of finance resolution, that just means you're going to hear all this negative stuff. That means as this week goes on, you're going to hear more about U.S. credit downgraded, U.S. credit this, oh, government shutdown. These agencies won't have to work. Now, the last time we had that government shutdown, Gary Gensler and the SEC used that as an opportunity, okay, to what, everyone? To delay Bitcoin spot ETF ruling. What happened was Gary was like, yo, I can't really rule on if we're going to approve or disapprove these things because of the government shutdown. We're not going to have anyone working here because if the government shuts down, we're not going to have anyone working and then we can't approve it. So they took advantage of that. That's what pushed the ETF ruling out into the time period we're at right now. Now, the government, and I could easily see this happening, and that's why I'm nervous. That's why I'm optimistic, but my informed self about future events is telling me to be careful, and that's what I'm warning you about right now, is that when we had the last shutdown and when we had the ETF Bitcoin stuff, Gensler delayed it, and when they delayed it, it sent things down because it gave them another extension. I believe the extension was 45 days. You're telling me you couldn't see Gary Gensler knowing that in the next week, with Republicans saying, yo, we're not going to vote. Remember, Gary's not a fan of the Republicans, and the Republicans aren't a fan of Gary. So couldn't you easily see Gary going, you know what? Since the government's going to be shut down, how about we just say it and delay the ETF rulings even more? So if we get delayed ETF rulings and government shutdown looming, I'm not too optimistic that this rally can continue if those things happen. And holy crap, just remember too, this is all around CPI data, which we're going to be doing a live shoot for. Oh, this, like I said, I'm optimistic that the move is happening, but boy, are there some things coming up here in this near term that I'm just like, oh my gosh, am I nervous about. Ripple sparks new sell-off intrigue after moving 60 million XRP. A whale address associated with Ripple Labs has moved 60 million XRP, sparking some sell-off concerns. As reported by Whale Alert, the massive transfer has a valuation of 42.8 million. This implies that the firm moved money at 71 cents, which says, hey, they were near the top. Now, look. All right, we don't know what they're doing with this money, and I don't think stuff like this is honestly healthy. Companies move money every day, and you don't see about it. The reason we see it here is because of the blockchain. It's not healthy. Don't look too deep into this information and don't read anything more into it. In fact, if you're worried about XRP and price action associated with articles like that, then I don't know if crypto is the right thing for you. Because these whale movements happen all the time, and a lot of creators out there use them as ways to spin some negative information. Oh my God, they're dumping 80. No, a lot of these companies just move money back and forth. I don't want to say wash trading, but faking the funk. Maybe that's the best way to put it. All right, so we got the 5-day right now for XRP, showing just the last couple of the 5 days. So maybe we're 3 of a 5-day. You like that? Basically, look at the deal. 72.5 couldn't hold. We've retraced. We went through 70. You saw the quick movement at 70. We're bouncing back up from 67.5. Awesome. What I like doing is this, looking at the 15-minute. I've been talking about this. This is the time frame that I use. So when I do charts, a lot of them that you're seeing now, they're on that 15-minute time frame because I can encapsulate the moves that I want to see. Crypto's moves happen very quickly. So you don't want to make your candlesticks too crazy big because, like, for instance, okay, look at all of this jumbly movement, right? You shrink it down to one-day candlestick, you just see the blob, okay? I want to see the move, and the reason I want to see the move was exactly this. Look at the candlestick that just blew right past 70 cents, okay? That's highlighted on this 15-minute. Look at this. 2 times rejected trying to breach 70 cents again. So we fell right through 70. Twice we're now trying to breach it. Rejected twice. We're popping up on the lows, yes. Lows of 67.7, so okay. And that's what we're going to be watching for. But I'm looking for the movements, and I'm looking for these significant big candlesticks and what points they're pushing through. When I saw that this pushed past 70, and then when I saw it was rejected again at 70, I was like, okay, cool. Near term 70 cent mark. Now, if we get some more bullish news, we get some more BTC getting above 35, you know that can pull XRP back up. But if we start getting more information like I was telling you about, saying, hey, government shutdown action, not good. You've got more FUD regarding Ripple Labs moving XRP. What else do we got going on besides the shutdown? We got credit default. We've got Gary Gensler and the SEC that could easily delay BTC ETFs because of government shutdown because they wouldn't have the workforce to do it. So yeah, that's why I think this story is important to paint. Now, the move itself, though, is still on a positive tick. But you could see, right? We talked about it a few days ago. I said the faster these candlesticks go up, the more chance you have on them falling right back down just as fast. Stair-stepping is more sustainable. Stair-stepping over time is super sustainable. Blowing up candlesticks like this in a couple days, albeit fun, is not sustainable. And that's what I want to close with. Yeah, the rally's fun, and it's awesome to see the green candlesticks. It's awesome to take profit and line your pockets up with green. By the way, I'm picking up my auction finds today, so I could share it with y'all in the new gold and silver show. Check that one out. But that's the thing. These quick moves here are awesome, and they're fun, and they're great to participate in. But then when you see just a little bit down the road, when you see House Republicans saying, yo, we know the shutdown is happening on the 17th. We ain't working this week. We'll tackle it next week. We got plenty of time. And you're just sitting here going, man. And that's exactly the problem, because then we start talking about U.S. problems and downgrading. And as much as the U.S. isn't the crypto market, the U.S. is big enough, has enough financial pull to affect the crypto market. In fact, even U.S. regulators affect the global crypto market with the rulings, which is so messed up. So yeah, good on the short-term action with XRP. I'm happy people are making money. This is great. I got government shutdown right here in front of me. I've also got CPI data right here as well. I've also got all these scam tokens right here. I've also got some, yes, SEC could delay this ETF action. If they're like, yo, the shutdown happens, we're not going to have a workforce. That could really take the steam out of this market, because the market has been sitting here pricing in this action based on BTC ETF optimism. I've been reading the odds on it. Like I said, I'm not a gambling man, but it's always good to follow the odds because it's the people that gamble on this juicy goodiness. Been following the odds on it, and the odds are still really, really strong. I think I've seen 85% possibility of approval of BTC ETF in December. Yeah, so traders out there are looking at that optimism, and that's what this market is all about, and that's what all markets are about. They're forward-looking. And so if forward-looking markets are going, oh, okay, BTC ETF action, all right, this is juicy. Buy the rumor, sell the news. But what if we're looking forward and we're like, yo, this good news that we were looking forward to is now going to get delayed again because of the SEC saying, yo, government, you don't have paper for us. Well, then what happens to this move? The other thing we have to think about, too, is the week of Thanksgiving is one of the lowest volume weeks, period, in the market. Seriously, a lot of people just go dormant that week, right? They take vacation, spending time with family. It is a very low volume week. So we've got the 17th, we've got a week later Thanksgiving, and then we fire up into December. So yes, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm glad. I love seeing the green candlesticks up on the screen, but boy, just past those green candlesticks, just past where I'm looking right now, there's a couple events that I'm keeping a close eye on, and hopefully they all turn positive. Earlier in the video, I said, hey, doing a gold and silver show, but I would like you to share some of your finds and stories so we can make it more of a family collective community program, right? Not just me talking, but all of us hanging out. If you want to see how you can help the channel with that and learn more, that's this video right here. What am I doing today? Well, today is a tough one. I've got to run, I've got a bike, and I've got to lift today. And they're all supposed to be easy sessions, but they don't feel like they're going to be easy. You cool cats, though, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all later.